Hi, this is a practice aimed at finding a sense of groundedness. So if you're feeling a little flighty, a little disconnected, and you want to find that sense of stability, then you're in the right place. We're going to begin in child's pose. So let's come over onto the knees. Sink the hips back onto the heels, toenails to the mat. And the arms can be alongside the body, palms face up, or extended out long, however feels more comfortable. And if you prefer to have the knees out wide, that's an option too. You take the forehead to the mat, or let the head be heavy. And let the exhales start to soften you down a little. Take the inhales into the back of the body, feeling the back of the rib cage expanding. The exhale, melting you down into the support of the earth beneath you. We'll spend a few more breaths here, just cultivating that sense of being close to the ground, close to the source. Two more breaths. And then on your next inhale, lift the torso just slightly. And as you exhale, walk the hands around to your left and soften down. Creep the right fingertips away a little to increase the stretch. And again, let the head be heavy, completely soften down. Keep working that right side of the rib cage down towards the mat, so that the back is evenly sinking towards the earth. Couple more breaths here. And then inhale, slightly lift the torso. Exhale, walk the hands all the way around to the other side and soften down again. This time creeping the left fingertips away to increase the stretch, working the left side of the rib cage down towards the mat. Letting the head be heavy. Smooth, full breaths. Inhale, lift the torso slightly. Exhale, walk the hands back to the centre, soften down. In the centre, one breath. And then inhale, coming up to all fours. Stacking the wrists, elbows and shoulders in a line. Knees underneath the hips, hip distance apart. And then let's inhale and send that left arm out, right leg out, kicking into the heel of the back foot, making sure you're not starting to slump into the back. Keep drawing the lower ribs and the pubic bone towards each other. Exhale, draw the elbow and the knee into the midline. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach. This time we're going to take that left arm behind, bend the raised leg, see if you can find the foot. Keep looking down for stability. You're going to press the foot into the hand, start to spin the chest open to your left. If you want to work deeper by challenging the balance, you can start to lift the gaze, maybe even gazing up to the ceiling. If the neck is fine. If there's any pressure or any wobbliness, just look down at the mat. Two more breaths. Keep pressing the foot into the hands. And exhale, release. Taking it to the other side, sending the right arm and the left leg out. Inhale, draw the lower ribs in. Exhale, elbow and knee into the midline. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach, and then this time taking the right arm behind, bending the left leg, catching hold of the foot, pressing the foot into the hand to spin the chest open. Taking your gaze option. And then exhale. Release, back to all fours. Tuck the toes, sit the bottom back onto the heels and look back towards the knees so the back of the neck is long. Spread the fingers, lightly pressing into the middle finger, and then inhale. Lift the hips, keep the knees slightly bent at first, coming into our downward dog. Let's extend one heel at a time towards the mat, pedaling through, walking the dog. Keep lifting the shoulders away from the ears, and then extend both heels down towards the mat, coming into a static downward dog. Lifting the sit bones high. It's fine if the knees need to remain bent initially. You don't want to feel any tugging in the lower back, just a stretch in the hamstrings, calf muscles. And then inhale, walk the hands back towards the feet, soft bend in the knees, take hold of the elbows and let the upper body hang. Let the head be heavy. Maybe swaying slightly side to side if that feels good. Maybe gently shaking the head out, yes and no. And letting the upper body hang like a rag doll. Keep a slight bend in the knees, so there's no tugging on the lower back or the backs of the knees. So this in itself is a really nice posture to come into when you're just feeling a little bit flighty, a little bit scattered. From here, let's release the elbows, let the arms dangle. Little bend in the knees on an inhale, start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Coming all the way up, head comes up last. Roll the shoulders up and back. Now let's come on up to the top of the mat. Setting up a strong foundation. Lifting the toes to activate the arches of the feet, setting them back down. And drawing the pelvis back over the ankles. Arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed, and then gently extending down through the fingertips. Let's inhale and reach the arms up, maybe touch the palms together if that's okay for the shoulders, and then exhale, folding forward, soft bend in the knees at first, place the hands on the mat or the shins. Inhale, offer the chest forward, but keep the back of the neck long, we're not going to crank up into the neck. And then exhale, you're going to send just the left leg back. Spin that heel onto the mat. Lunge into the front leg and inhale. Come up to your warrior one. So let's keep the hands shoulder distance apart for this practice for our warrior ones. You're going to keep lunging into that front leg. Look down and just check in that you can see the big toe beyond the knee. So we want that shin to be vertical. We don't want the knee to go beyond the toe because it compromises the knee joint. Keep lifting the arch of the rear foot, pressing the blade of the back foot into the mat. 2 more breaths here. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Gazing forward if there's any pressure in the neck, or if the neck spine, gazing up to the hands. Keeping the hands active. And then opening it up, warrior two, taking that back foot so it's a little more parallel with the short edge of the mat, lining it up heel to arch. Exhale, sink the pelvis a little deeper, gazing along the right fingertips. So the warrior posture, strongly grounding postures. Feels like you're drawing energy up from the earth through the arches of your feet. And inhale, windmill that back arm up and over, pivot to the ball of the back foot, place the hands and step back to plank. Lower to the knees, belly and chest all coming down in one movement to chaturanga if you prefer. Inhale, peeling up, cobra. Rolling the shoulder blades down the back, pressing into the toenails, pressing into the pubic bone. Exhale, lower down. Press to all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Look to the hands, inhale, send the left foot forwards and drop to the heel of the right foot. Lunging into that front leg, inhale, reaching up, Virabhadrasana, one left side. Keeping the breath smooth and even. Again, lifting the arch of the back foot, pressing into the blade. Making sure that you can see that big toe beyond the knee. And then opening it up, warrior two. Taking the back foot parallel the short edge of the mat, lining it up heel to arch. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Gazing along the left fingertips. One more breath. And then inhale, back arm up and over, pivot to the ball of the back foot. Place the hands down and step back. Lower down, chaturanga, coming down via the knees if you need to. And then peeling it up, cobra or upward dog if up dog's part of your practice. Exhale down. Press back to all fours, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So let's take a few breaths here. So when we're resting in down dog, you've always got the option to drop back to the knees. Come back to child's pose if that's what you need. One more breath here. And then inhale, look to the hands. This time I'm going to shift the weight forward over the hands so we come into plank. Keep drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, drawing the lower ribs and the pubic bone towards each other. So we've got that sense of solidity around the torso. There's no collapsing into the lower back. Strength, firmness, stability. And then from here you're going to shift the weight into the left hand and creep the right fingertips forward so you come onto the right elbow in line with the other hand. Cross the left ankle over the right and then inhale, drop the heels over to the right and raise that left arm, coming into forearm Vashisthasana, side plank. Keep looking down for stability. If you want to challenge the balance, you can gaze up to the raised hand. Keep pressing the mat away from you, lifting up into the side of the body. One more breath. And then exhale, look down, place the hand in line with the elbow, pivot back over onto the balls of the feet. You're going to come up onto that right hand. Take a breath in plank, pressing firmly back into the heels. And then coming down onto the left forearm. Cross the right ankle over the left. Pivot the heels over to the left and raise that right arm up. So again, you've got the option to gaze down or up. Up is more challenging for the balance. Keep pressing the ground away with the forearm. And then exhale, take the hand to the mat. Unravel the feet. Come back up onto the left hand. Exhale, lower down. Cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Smooth even breathing here or dropping to the knees, coming into child's pose if you prefer. Coming back to downward dog if you've taken child. Inhale, look to the hands, step the right foot forwards and pivot that back heel down. Lunge into the front leg and inhale. Bring it up, warrior one. Sinking the hips low, reaching through the fingertips, shoulders relaxed. Couple of breaths here. And then exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, chest open. Exhale, fold forwards inside that front leg, coming to humble warrior. There's a tendency here for the right hip to swing out, so draw it back into the midline, lunging deeply into that front leg. Gazing back towards the rear foot. And then inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, place the hands either side of the foot just in front of it. Pivot to the ball of the back foot. And then take the weight into the front leg, hop the back leg up, coming into a standing split. And keep the hands on the mat, or if you want to, you can take the right hand behind the right shin. Fluffing those toes, spreading them, Barbie foot. Taking it to your level. Smooth, even breath, challenging posture here. Keep squaring that left hip down towards the mat. There's a tendency for it to want to roll open. And then place the right hand on the mat if you've removed it. A little bend in the standing leg and step the foot back. A little shorter than warrior. Good, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, open the arms out. Again, squaring that back foot off with the mat. Turn the palms to the front. Inhale, reach to the right fingertips and exhale, leaning down, taking it into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So we're resting the back of the right hand on the inside of the shin and reaching the left fingertips up. Gazing up to the hand of the next spine. If not, you can just look forwards or even down at the foot. Couple more breaths. And then exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, palms wide. Turn the right foot in, the left foot out. Again, turn the palms to face the front. Inhale, reaching into the left fingertips, and exhale, taking it to the other side. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Melting the shoulder blades down towards the tailbone. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, palms wide. Turn the left foot in, right foot out, and square the hips to the front of your mat. Take the right hand on the lower back. Inhale, raise the left arm up. Exhale, reach forward like you're trying to shake someone's hand on the other side of the room. And reach down. Place the hand on the foot or to the outside of the foot. The hand can stay on the lower back, or if you want to work into the full posture, you can raise the right arm up, reaching into the fingertips and twisting from the navel. Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Keep drawing that right hip back to square the hips off. And keep reaching into the crown of the head, keeping the neck long. With the chin is very slightly drawn in. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, palms wide. Exhale, turn right foot in, left foot out. Square the hips to the back of the mat. The left hand to the sacrum. Inhale, raise the right arm up. And exhale, reach forward and down. Hand to the foot or outside the foot. Inhale, raise that left arm or keep it on the lower back if you prefer. And spiraling the chest open, gazing up to the upstretched hand. Again, we're drawing that left hip back to square the hips. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, palms wide. Square the hips to the back of the mat again and creep that foot out, so just a little wider. Inhale, sweep the arms up and exhale, lunge into the left leg, coming to warrior one. So I need to scoot my leg out a little more. Going into warrior one on the left side. Reaching up with the fingertips, letting the pelvis be heavy, lifting the arch of the back foot. Making sure that front knee isn't rolling in. We want to keep a sense of it being in line with the hip, in line with the toe. So there's no pressure on the knee. And then exhale, take the hands behind. Interlace the fingers the weird way. Inhale, lift and open the chest. Exhale, folding forwards inside that front leg. Noticing if that left hip is swung out, swinging it back in. Gazing back towards the rear foot. And then releasing the hands, placing the hands in front of the foot, either side, pivoting to the ball of the back foot. Little bend in that front leg. Inhale, coming into a standing split on the left side. Maybe taking the left forearm behind the left shin. It's a challenging posture. Be happy wherever you're working with. And then release, place the left hand down, little bend in the front leg, placing the rear foot down. Inhale, come all the way up, arms wide, and let's parallel the feet. Take the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, very slight bend in the knees. Exhale, fold forwards. Take the hands to the mat, fingertips in line with the toes. Inhale, press into the hands, offer the chest forward, back of the neck long. And exhale, soften down. Keep the shoulders lifted away from the ears. Then start to lift the sit bones, start to straighten the legs. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Wide leg forward fold. Inhale, press into the hands, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, engage the back muscles, come all the way up. Exhale at the top. And let's turn the heels in, so the feet are out at 10 to 2. We'll just test it out. We want to be able to have the knees in line with the toes. So if the knees are rolling inwards of the toes, you need to scoot the feet in just a little, press the thighs a little wider. And then inhale, let's take the arms out wide, thumb and forefinger come together, Jana Mudra. And exhale, bending the knees, sinking the pelvis, coming to Goddess. So make sure you're not puffing the chest out, sticking the bottom out. We want to keep that sense of lengthening the tailbone down towards the mat. Lightly draw up through the pelvic floor as well on Mula Bandha, root lock. This is connected to our first chakra, the root chakra. Strong grounding element here. Maybe close the eyes. Strong, smooth breath. Two more breaths like this, sinking the hips. And then inhale, straighten the legs, take the arms up, touch overhead. Exhale, hands back to the hips. Toe heel the feet parallel, the short edges of the mat, and coming again into Prasarita Padottanasana. Folding forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine, hands to the mat, and exhale, fold. Drawing the elbows towards each other so the arms are parallel here. Inhale, press into the hands, lengthen the spine, take the hands to the hips. Inhale, engage the back muscles, come all the way up. Exhale at the top. And toe heel the feet in a little, and again the feet 10 to 2, but a little narrower this time, still much wider than hip distance though. And then inhale, reach the arms up, palms come together overhead, draw the palms down in front of the chest, Anjali Mudra, and coming down into a squat. Hinging forward from the hips slightly, bringing the upper arms just inside the knees or upper thighs. And then maybe taking the feet in a little closer. You need to play with this to find your correct distance. We're going to sink the hips all the way down, coming to Malasana, garland pose. Keep using the upper arms to press the thighs apart, sinking the pelvis. Maybe closing the eyes, drawing the chin in. If this isn't good in your knees, you've got the option to come down onto the bottom and take the same posture, but sitting on the mat. Still pressing the upper thighs apart with the upper arms. So it's a very strongly grounding posture, whichever option you're in. If you're still in a squat, you're going to reach the arms forwards. And slowly come down onto the bottom and lie down on the back. Draw the heels in towards the buttocks so you can just about tickle the backs of the heels with the fingertips, and then place the palms either side of the hips. Lightly press the back of the head into the mat so the chin is slightly lifted, and then inhale, press into the feet and lift the hips. Coming into bridge. We're going to move in and out of this a couple of times. Exhale down. Keeping the neck nice and still while you're up here, not looking side to side. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. And keep working in and out of the posture, or this time if you like, we're going to inhale, lift, and stay up here for a little while. If you want to work deep, you can interlace the hands behind the back, squeeze the upper arms together. Maybe close the eyes. Smooth, even breath. We're going to stay up here for about another 5 breaths. But it's your practice and you come down whenever you need to, if that's too long. Exhale, release the hands, interlace them, lower the hips. Let's draw the knees into the chest, take the knees wide so they're either side of the chest. And send the feet up, feet flexed, soles of the feet facing up to the sky. And then take the hands either to the backs of the thighs or if it's available, reaching up, taking hold of the outer edges of the feet. And drawing the knees down in towards the chest, happy baby. There's a tendency to here for the lower back to want to roll up, so keep extending the tailbone down towards the mat. There will be some lift, but keep a sense of weight in the back of the pelvis. Exhale, release the feet, take them back onto the mat. Take the hands into the small of the back, forefingers touch, thumbs touch, so the hands are in a diamond shape, and press yourself up to a seated position and bring the soles of the feet together. So if you find that you tend to round in the lower back here, you can roll up the back of the mat or pop a cushion or a block underneath the sit bones. Inhale, sit tall, and then exhale. Start to tilt forwards if you can, otherwise just raising the palms to face the ceiling. If you're coming further forward, maybe the forearms are resting on the mat. Tuck the chin, let the head be heavy. And wherever you are, the palms are facing up, the pelvis sinking low. Lightly drawing up through Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. Close the eyes, shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. Make sure there's no tension in the hands or in the jaw. Taking a few more breaths here. And then inhale, slowly peel yourself up. And come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Again, you can keep the hips elevated with a cushion block back of the mat. And we're going to take a few rounds of a balancing breath, Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. So rest the left hand on the knee and raise the right hand. You're going to take your peace fingers and rest them between the eyebrows. And we're going to close off alternate nostrils, so it's alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to use the thumb and the ring finger to do that for us. Before you get started, just notice if there's any congestion. If it feels too blocked to close off one nostril at a time, simply going to rest with the fingers between the eyebrows and imagine the movement of air as I describe it. But if there's equal flow of air between the nostrils and it's not feeling blocked, you're going to inhale through both nostrils and then close the right nostril with the thumb and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, close left nostril with the ring finger, open the right and exhale. Inhale right, close, open left, exhale. Inhale left, close it, open the right, exhale. Inhale right, close, open the left, exhale. So continuing like this in your own breath. The next time you exhale through the left nostril, release the hand and release from that practice, return to normal breathing. And then keep the eyes at least half closed. Make your way down onto your back. Shavasana. Let the feet fall out to the sides a little wider than hip distance. Turn the palms up to the ceiling, broadening the chest. Covering yourself over with a blanket if you're at all chilly. And let's take a deep inhale through the nostrils. Open the mouth and offer it out. And again. Once more. Scan the attention from the soles of the feet, all the way up the legs, pelvis, back, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, to the neck, the face, the head. Is there anywhere that you're still holding on to tension? Is there anywhere that you could soften and let go just a little more? And letting your body sink down now, melting into the support of the earth beneath you. This most grounding posture of all Shavasana. And savouring your time. Take rest. Bring some movement into your fingers and toes, your wrists, ankles. Take the arms overhead, take a big stretch like you're waking up in the morning. See if you can make yourself yawn by opening your mouth wide. And then hug the knees into the chest. And gently rock side to side, up and down, giving the back a little massage. And then rolling over to one side. Keeping the eyes closed for a moment longer, pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart center. Staying with that sense of connection, groundedness and stability. Bowing the head. Namaste.